Preparations complete.
Here I go. Round Stinger.
Please.
Heck yeah! Darkness, wait!
I'm over here.
Stun beam blow!
I'm counting on you.
Downward cleave!
Please.
Crystal Flash!
Now it's my turn! Darkness, wait!
This can't be.
Dumpster, yeah, it's that clear-cut motive. Yes, I still think. Just be careful. In this case, has the potential to
Here goes!
help
Stun beam blow!
livelihood to AIs. Pervasive.
Here I go.
All I'm saying is it's going to be easier to sympathize with the defendant than the billionaire who fired hundreds of employees. Humanize the victim.
Are you okay?
And Stafford is the villain in this story.
Crystal Flash!
Mr. Sawyer, you were present when Evan Marks notified the defendant that the company was letting him go. Is that correct? I was. As co-founders, Evan and I took our responsibilities to our employees very seriously. We wanted to deliver the news as humanely as possible. And how did the defendant react? He was furious. He threw a fit, screaming, making threats. There was a lot to take, given that it was his fault that was happening in the first place. How so?
This can't be.
He was the one who created Eva. That's the artificial intelligence program that the company is now using. Yes, we discovered that he had essentially designed the software to do his job for him. He thought he was clever, that he could just sit around and do nothing while collecting a big fat paycheck. The defendant wasn't the only employee that you and Marks replaced with Eva. Fortunately, the software did make a number of jobs at the company redundant, and we struggled with what to do with that. Evan more than me, even. But ultimately, he thought we had a responsibility to push the boundaries of science and technology, that through innovation, some sort of utopia could be reached. When you say that, the defendant made threats, Marks, what did he say, Zach?
Ready to
He got right up in Evan's face and said he was going to pay for what he'd done. Thank you. And further questions?
Darkness, wait!
Mr. Sawyer, how would you characterize your relationship with Evan Marks?
He was my best friend.
And on the business side, things between you two were good?
We had the perfect complement of skill sets. Evan excelled at the big picture stuff while I'm good at executing.
Mr. Sawyer, do you recognize these emails?
Good.
It looks like correspondences between myself and some of our company board members. Objection. Relevance.
These emails establish that Mr. Sawyer is not being honest with the board about the state of affairs between him and Evan Marks. Overruled. What was the nature of these exchanges?
You got it.
I reached out to some
Ready
of
to
our
go.
board members to see if I could rely on their support.
Because Evan Marks was trying to push you out of the company?
Yes. Discussed that with a few people.
He felt like you were holding him back, squelching his creative genius. Isn't that correct?
We were in the process of sorting it all out.
What did you discover in your communication with the board?
That I didn't have the support I'd imagined.
Meaning,
Good.
Marks could effectively fire you at any time.
Yes.
But now that he's dead, you've been appointed sole CEO, correct?
Do it.
If you're trying to
Ready to
imply
launch.
that I'm the one who killed Evan, you're wasting your time.
Now it's my turn.
I was in DC the night he was shot.
Doesn't mean you couldn't pay somebody to do your dirty work.
Objection, Your Honor. The defense is trying to suggest
She's
that...
not suggesting. She's asserting. James Sawyer killed Evan Marks.
Objection.
Sustained. Please disregard defense counsel's statement.
Do it. Ready to go.
You helped me out to dry up that. I had no way of knowing they were coming.
Because you didn't tell us what was really going on.
Oh, did the defense
Here
know
goes.
about Marx's Great question. I have no idea. Those were all company emails.
You think Stafford hacked your server?
All I know yet, Eva, go for it. They tried to get up my mind, killed Evan. It's insane. He's gonna get away with murder.
Icicle rod.
Tell Detective Riley we're calling him first thing in the morning. Need to
Take this.
focus the jury. Remind them who the real killer is.
Like it or not, Nolan, the defense just offered up a perfectly plausible and triumphant suspect.
Detective Riley, in the course of your investigation, you discovered that the defendant had been present at the Benzip offices the night Evan Marks was murdered. Is that correct? Yes, he entered the building at 12:14 a.m. Evan Marks was shot right outside of there, not long after that, which is why the defendant immediately became a person of interest. We then uncovered a series of threats that he had made against Marks, so we executed a search warrant of his apartment. And what did you find? You found a 9mm pistol in the dumpster behind his building.
That one.
Is this the gun that you found? That's the one. Did you run ballistic tests on this gun?
Now it's
We
my
did.
turn.
They confirmed that it worked. In fact, that they're used to kill Marks. Thank you. No further questions.
Is there any evidence, other than the keycard data, that my client was in the office that night? For example, security video.
No, Evan Marks had turned off the security cameras that night.
So that there would be no evidence of his illicit sex party filled with illegal drugs?
Objection that calls for speculation.
Sustained.
Were Ben Stafford's fingerprints on the gun that you found?
No, it had been wiped away.
No further questions.
Detective, was the dumpster where you recovered the gun accessible to just anyone? It was not. It was behind a locked gate. No, who had a key to that gate? Only the tenants. Do any of the tenants, other than Ben Stafford, have any ties to Evan Marks? None that we could ascertain. Thank you. Prosecution rests.
You may call your first witness, Miss Grinnell.
Your Honor, the defense calls Ben Stafford to the stand.
I had nothing to do with what happened to Evan.
Then how do you explain all of the evidence that the prosecution has laid out?
Being set up by James Sawyer. Again.
What do you mean again?
Well, about 6 months ago, James and Evan called me into a meeting. They were frustrated that the company's engineers and programmers weren't working fast enough. It was absurd. Everyone was working 6th gram to carry some of the workload. Make things
Now it's my turn. Darkness, wait! Heck yeah!
There! There!
Now it's my turn. Darkness, wait!
That's who these people are. Evan Marks and James Sawyer. They're all monsters.
Stun beam blow!
They use honest, hardworking people as pawns. I'm just one more plus no one, easily sacrificed so that James Sawyer can gain more power and more profit. And the thing is, guys like him, they always get away with it too.
Darkness, wait!
This is a hell of a performance. I've been seeing stack of confession with my own eyes.
I know. Good, caught you.
What's going on?
There's something I need you to see. Is there an office we can go to? Our officers were in the process of upgrading our security system right before Evan was murdered. So, I took a look at one of the new cameras in the exterior of the building. It's a direct shot of the ATM where Evan was murdered. How the hell did the police miss that in their initial canvas? The camera's so tiny you can't even see it unless you know to look for it. But it was operational that night even though it wasn't on the mainframe, meaning that it wasn't logged into the system. That's Ben Stafford. Clear as day.
We got him. Hey, you're in early.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep. It was bugging me. Look at this.
What am I missing?
But this entire trial, Stafford has
That
been
one.
taking meticulous notes as people testify. You noticed?
Yeah? Just figured he was...
Darkness, wait!
Stafford is left-handed.
The shooter in this video is using his right hand.
So what, you're worried the video isn't real?
The defense blaming James Sawyer, which is for his top headline in news outlets
Preparation
across the
complete.
country. What are the chances that Sawyer just happens to be the one to find the important piece of evidence? Evidence that nails Stafford and clears his name.
I get what you're saying. He is the CEO. They got all kinds of security cameras.
But he didn't find the video until yesterday.
The timing is convenient. It doesn't prove anything.
No. But given Sawyer's access to advanced technology, deepfake video of this caliber isn't outside the realm of possibility.
So what are you gonna do?
I am going to ask for a continuance, while you clarity on the video's authenticity.
ITV use every tool they have to analyze this thing, but the results are inconclusive.
Here I go. Crystal Cloud! Good. Great.
The truth in this case is that Ben Stafford murdered Evan Marks. Use the video. End of the day, it's up to the jury to determine what the truth is.
Ready to launch. Now it's my turn. Darkness, wait!
That's not you. That's the... No, I don't...
You're saying that's not you in the video? Right there.
No, I can see it's me. It must be a deep fake.
So it is you. But it's the video that's not real.
First off, I'm left-handed.
Now, your right hand is functional. You can certainly shoot with that hand as well.
Maybe, but I don't. And I did it.
So this video that we are all looking at with our eyes, you're saying that's not real.
Objection. Asked and answered. Sustained.
You're trying to make it sound crazy.
Crystal Flash!
AI these days, you can make something like this. You don't even need to doctor existing video. You can just make it look like.
So you have us believe that your key card was
Take
plugged,
this.
that the murder weapon was planted, and now actual security footage was created from thin air using technology more advanced than anyone here has ever seen, all to frame you, when the simpler, the more obvious answer is that you murdered Evan Morris.
Please, you have to believe me.
Mr. Stafford, why should we believe you over what we can see with our own eyes?
Mr. Person, has the jury reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor. In the charge of murder in the second degree, we find the defendant, Benjamin Stafford, guilty.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, thank you for your service.
Huh?
That was the right verdict. Put away the guilty.
Yeah. What happens next time? Or the time after that?
This job was hard enough when we knew the difference between real and fake. But now,
In other words,
In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
Yeah, these two Digimons are legendary.
Celeste, wait up.
What are you doing? You scared me up to death.
Sweet. What? Say it again.
You.
Damn it. It's massive game, nightmare, and definitely
Female white species appears to have been chosen.
Yes.
See,
Any witnesses?
one small man wearing a red jacket and just like
Some ladies go.
happy. We didn't discuss her personal. There are too many criminals out there. And they just keep getting giving them a free pass to the How did she die? Told me how she actually died. I saw the crime scene photos. Like a lot more than just asphyxiation and pain.
Fracture cervical vertebra. I've never seen a head in that position before.
Takes a lot of hate and rage to do something like that.
Just ran Celeste texts and emails. Both pretty typical except for one. Then yesterday, definitely a lot of hate and rage. Our guy's got a pretty good resume for a murder suspect. Harvard, Columbia MBA, Goldman Sachs.
I'll pay the money, I swear. Hey, relax, please. I'm gonna collect this. Start with some basics. The last time you saw Celeste? I don't know,
Alright. Well, that's you. Outside the apartment yesterday. That's you too. And we watched the crime scene 7 minutes after she was murdered. She's dead? You serious?
I loved Celeste. So what you were stalking her? No, I wasn't stalking her. I can get a bit obsessive, but she wasn't returning my texts. You don't just stop returning texts. I would never hurt Celeste. Never.
Well, even so, we're going to take a night out of this thing's petty. This guy looks good for it, Lou. You already admitted to being jealous and obsessive. Plus, you're a video of him.
Big loss from the sea. Sounds my heart.
An obsessive ex-boyfriend on a downward spiral.
Tales all the time.
One that never ends well. Hey, I've been doing some research, and it turns out that 3 other women in New York were killed the exact same way as Celeste all in the past 3 years. Suffocation, broken hyoid bone, and fractured cervical vertebra.
That's a very specific way to kill someone. Hello, Beckham Files. Twin Zapata, 24, black. Last on his arrest, Red Hook, Brooklyn. One prior arrest, larceny. Was reported missing August 22nd, 23. Body was found this year, October 27th. Benjamin Rice, 21, black. Last on arrest, Weeksville, Brooklyn. 2 prior arrests for drug possession. Was reported missing on November 11th, 21. Body was found April 3rd, 22. Then we have Olivia Washington. 22, black, last known address, Clinton, Brooklyn.
Right. Priors for possession. Went missing early May 2020. That was my case. I was lead on it. Couldn't find anything good, no body.
I didn't know. Just transferred to the 3-4 number. In case got reassigned.
So 3 black women died the same way Celeste did. Straight bone, broken, hyoid bones, and fractured cervical vertebra.
Yeah.
No such thing. This business.
Celeste doesn't exactly do the same profiles that the Vix.
Yeah, well, maybe he wanted something more exotic. Would have been the first serial killer who changed lanes. But I need you guys to go back in there and try to find a connection between us. The snails just came back. No match. But based on the markers, there's a 99.8% chance it belongs to a white male with blue eyes.
So we're good. You believe? Yeah, we do. Okay, cool. Can I go now?
Yeah, but first I just want to ask you a few more questions about Celeste, if that's okay.
Sure. Anthony. Finance. Just.
What's that smell? Excuse me? Who might you be?
That drunk Digimon you see there is Bacchusmon. He's the chief of this village, I guess. And my name is Sirenmon. I suppose you could call me the partner of that drunk. I mean the chief. We've had a long and, one could say, inseparable relationship.
So you're the drunk... I mean, Bacchusmon? There's something we need to tell you. Please. Yes, Junomon asked us to come here. The World Tree is going to be targeted. We even ran into Titan.
I'll respond for that drunkard over there. It is Bacchusmon's responsibility to guard the World Tree and defend...
Is Bacchusmon even listening?
But we obviously can't rely on an alcoholic in this situation. So, is that alright with you, Bacchusmon? If you're Junomon's end, I'd like some help if you can.
Of course. I'm...
Alright.
Great.
Look, obviously I didn't know Olivia Washington was a sex worker. I'm just setting the case file. Start,
Fishing for gossip.
Animal
body, no witness.
Strange, nobody found it.
Yeah. Homicide a few years, right? So you know it's not that serious. Case like that?
Like that, huh? Black girls get the same kind of love that rich white girls get. You know, that's how it is.
Hey, man. Maybe that is how it is. That is not how it is for me. Alright? I work that case hard. Same way I work every case.
Listen up.
Thank you for taking the time to talk to us, Miss Wayne.
Of course. I was literally just reading about that poor woman. I didn't recognize her from the photo, but you say she was here. On a busy night, we have over 200 guests. Tough to keep track.
You'll find a few records, though, right?
Sorry, we don't reveal our guests' names. That's why they come here, because they feel safe. They know that they can express themselves free of judgment and scrutiny. Nothing's more important than that.
Except her.
What's this?
It's okay. Telling you to hand over all business records, surveillance video, and receipts for the last 2 weeks. Places like this exist. I'm like,
Well, what?
I just can't process it. I mean, I know some wild people. I'm a fun guy, but I don't think I've ever met anybody who would actually go to a place like this.
And not be true?
Well, learn something every day.
Okay. I think this is her.
Sure it is. And she's wearing a necklace there, but we didn't find one on the body.
She's talking to this white dude, and then she leaves. He follows her out 41 seconds later. Let me see if I can get a clean angle on the face. Okay, I'll send it to the facial identification section.
Bruce is a good man. Well, as one of the top investment firms in the city. Went to Stanford. Fairly impressive. Yet he quits being respected, which is a little unimpressive if you ask me. Most people like him won't give you that day.
That's great. Is he upstairs in his condo?
That's really like that. Oh, come on. Thank you. Let me take a look at your surveillance video. Just want to see what time you came in last night. When you get back,
Prisoner?
I was close. 11:17. Sorry, it's enough for a search warrant, right? Sure it is.
NYPD. Sally. NYPD.
Back to the speed.
Okay, so the surveillance camera had a clean angle. Elliot made a withdrawal from that ATM exactly 7 minutes ago, started heading south. So I said he's moving, say, a block a minute, right? That's 7 blocks. Moving 8, he's moving faster than usual. I said we move the camera south of Frankfurt.
I like how you're playing it, but there are 3 subway stations within a 10-block radius here. The fastest can be anywhere by now.
Yeah, keep your ass credit cards, man. Give us on a Metro app or a card.
Not necessarily. That's
Rich Rico doesn't take the subway, okay? There's no way he's going to change his habits now. He's walking, man, somewhere. Okay.
So far.
South on credits. No, man, we don't have time for that. What are you doing? Man, I'm going to talk to him.
That's a bad idea.
He's desperate. He's armed. There's too many people inside.
Which is why it's a bad idea. Look. I know why you're doing this. You don't have to.
I'm going to go in.
YPD, get the exit. Exit. Go. Everybody, get the exit.
Bruce, this is Detective Vincent Riley. Stay back! Or I'll shoot this bitch! All right, listen, Bruce. Let her go, man. You don't want to make this any worse than it already is. Give me a car now, or I swear to God, I'll shoot her. We'll work on that, but the best thing that you can do to make that happen is to let her go. She's not going anywhere. Not until I get the car. Okay, how about this, Bruce? How about you exchange her for me, okay? All right, I'm worth a lot more than she is, right? I'm a cop, she's a civilian. I'm talking. All right, okay, all right, now stop. You're going to work this out. I promise you. Give me, okay? Now please, let her go. Let her go. Please let her go, Bruce. Come here, okay? Now, okay? Now, okay? Okay. I'm coming, right? We're taking it slow. We're staying calm. We're gonna work this out. Right? The guy's outside. Get anxious. Celia, it's under arrest for the murder of Celeste Clark. Next case.
Calling docket ending in 9612. Persons Bruce Elliott, murder and second degree. Your Honor, we plead not guilty. Legal secret then, Your Honor. Defendant's DNA was found under the victim's fingernails. The necklace she was wearing on the night of the murder was found inside his condo. The defendant also took a quick hostage and held his gun to him. We have a kidnapping charges later on today. It was important to note that the defendant is suspected in 3 other homicides. Even the severity of the charges and the defendant's financial means, he is definitely blameless. Your Honor, my client has no prior arrests, and he is an upstanding and philanthropic member of the community. Over the evidence is weak. This is a witch hunt designed to generate headlines. Your Honor, my client is willing to post a $5 million bond. Next case. Excuse me, sir. Only charge this man. One, 8% is not a charge of both orders. With the police are still investigating. Please excuse us. No. You can't do that. Although dead those other girls didn't exist. That might be a reason that didn't exist. All we're saying is we don't have enough evidence to those 3 cases at the moment.
Then why is that? And they'll tell me the same nonsense that they've been telling me. Just been written. Y'all don't care about the black people. Because if you did, you already have all that evidence. You have it. You don't. About everything. Oh, I thought you were going to say. Is there any that actually died from those aliens? We have no victims besides the matter of this.
He sent a few fake texts to me. Disturbingly, victim 3, there's a statement from a friend of victim 2 saying he on her traits that he disappeared to him. There's surveillance video. It's a major word of response for me this coverage of the victim was police also found jewelry and aliens on a photo case. One of the pieces belonged to Celeste. The other 3 presumably belonged to the other 3 victims.
And this assertion is some sort of
We can try to push it out this Sunday. Find more evidence. Try all 4 cases together. And give the families of the other 3 victims a more thorough sense of justice and closure.
If you're certain we can help us with the others, they gotta be fair. There's a part of me that had no better opportunity to review the footage. The surveillance camp was located inside your home. The night Celeste Clark was murdered.
Yes.
Review this
So, if he had killed women before, that means he must have raped them. Have done rape. Wait, what? You think that guy gets what? Charged? But you, what do you charge that? First, I basically got him by the head. Because the years of exactly. I don't care if she was rape charges. Guy guys have to have rape charges. Eventually, judge like to kill, they don't just straight up rape people. Judge like to kill, have sex charges. And one thing, stuff. Okay, what's that? Someone said virtues. The only thing outside of the stuff.
And the issue is that how do you deal with the fact, like when the Republicans are, oh, just give people $2,000 instead of health care. No, you know what chemo costs? You know what surgeries cost? I mean, what happens? It's like these MAGAs think that, oh, because you're not sick now doesn't mean you're going to get sick in the future. Like, you're not going to get sick in the future. Like, that's not the way sickness works. The insurance says that one day we're all going to get sick, right? And there's a pool of risk that we share in order to help people pay for the cost
serious catastrophic stuff that they can't otherwise afford. That's what's going on. So let's just take a look right here. A care worker talks about how the Affordable Care Act saved her life, and she calls out Representative Ryan McKenzie here playing this one.
I just want to, when you say to Republicans or even like McKenzie, say, well, this is because the Affordable Care Act is created to be going on like this, unless, you're asking about the Affordable Care Act and the thing with the expiration for the subsidies to the end of this month. So what do you say in response?
The Affordable Care Act saved my life, first of all. So anytime that there has been, attacks on the ACA, it's been from the Republicans. I will say that. Before the ACA, I did not have insurance. So care workers, it's package, we can't get it. And they're just, we're not purchase insurance for existing conditions. They wouldn't let me have it. The tax credits, obviously, were helpful. And, honestly, Democrats are not in power right now. It's Republicans. They're the ones that are making the decisions. They're the ones that need to extend the tax credits. So, they have control over that right now. I don't know what else to tell you. That's on their shoulders.
That's right.
And finally, you've got MAGA Mike Johnson doing his usual, running away from the press when they ask him, Donald Trump said that, all these African countries are shithole countries, we should be taking immigrants only from countries with white people and not black people. What do you think about that, MAGA Mike, that Donald Trump refers to African countries and other countries nearby as shithole, but he said, why are we bringing in, the white people from, Denmark and Norway? That's who we should have here. Pretty racist stuff, MAGA Mike, right? Remember when Donald Trump denied during his first administration that he said that, and now he's just saying it? It's the height of racism. It's despicable. MAGA Mike, what say you? Here, play this clip.
Say something about of course, I have an opinion. That's not the way to speak, and you know that. But the president is expressing frustration about the extraordinary challenge in America. We have people coming in, not assimilating, but it's for the country. We got to assimilate like a life,
Marjorie Taylor Greene also announced that she's signing the discharge petitions. Also, with the competing discharge petitions, the authors of the different discharge petitions are signing each other's discharge petitions. There's one thing I want to note, though, based on the fact that there are 7 legislative days required after a discharge petition gets all of the requisite votes that are needed.
Shit, I got the wrong one.
Affordable Care Act subsidies are going to expire. If you just factor in what it would take to get these signatures, and then you add the 7 days, there's only 6 based on what MAGA Mike has done, there's only 6 legislative days left. Okay? So even if you got this signed today, the way MAGA Mike has shut down the calendar and has shut down work, unless the rules are changed, there's 6 legislative days, no matter what, even if it was fully signed today. You need 7 legislative days after it gets all of the signatures. So that means the Affordable Care Act expires, so even when these things get passed, it gets passed late and people get kicked off their plan. So then they're going to have to figure out that. What a mess MAGA Mike and these MAGAs have created. Anyway, let me know what you think and subscribe. Let's get to 6 million, and thanks for watching. Want to stay plugged in? Become a subscriber to our Substack at MidasPlus.com. You'll get daily recaps from Ron Filipkowski, ad-free episodes of our podcast, and more exclusive content only available at MidasPlus.com. Kristi Noem was just cross-examined at a House of Representatives by Democrats who put on a master class. Kristi Noem was stunned. She was largely frozen. And then she said she had to leave the hearing early because she had other commitments. She then walked out and was heckled by people in the crowd as she left. Now, leading the incredible cross-examination was Democratic Congressmember Seth Magaziner from Rhode Island. This is one of the best line of questioning I've ever seen as a trial lawyer, I might add. So let me show you what Magaziner did right here. It was absolutely brilliant. Here, play this clip.
Madam Secretary, how many United States military veterans have you deported?
Sir, we have not deported U.S. citizens or military veterans.
I don't believe you served in the military. I haven't either, but I think you and I can agree that as Americans, we owe everything to those who have served our country in uniform, particularly those who have served in combat. Do you agree with that?
Sir, I believe that people that are in this United States that are citizens have legal status here. Those.
Madam Secretary, we've joined on Zoom by a gentleman named Se-Jun Park. He is a United States Army combat veteran who was shot twice while serving our country in Panama in 1989. Like many veterans, he struggled with PTSD and substance abuse after his service. He was arrested in the 1990s for some minor drug offenses, nothing serious. He never hurt anyone besides himself, and he's been clean and sober for 14 years. He is a combat veteran, a Purple Heart recipient. He has sacrificed more for this country than most people ever have. Earlier this year, we deported him to Korea, a country he hasn't lived in since he was 7 years old. Will you join me in thanking Mr. Park for his service to our country?
Sir, I'm grateful for every single person that has served our country and follows our laws.
Can you please tell Mr. Park why you deported him?
Every one of them needs to be enforced.
Do you understand that many veterans struggle with PTSD, many veterans struggle with substance abuse challenges? This man took 2 bullets for our country. You have broad authority, by the way, as Secretary, to issue humanitarian parole, to do deferred action. Will you commit to at least looking at Mr. Park's case to see if you can help him find a pathway back to this country that he sacrificed so much for?
I will absolutely look at his case, but I want you to remember...
Madam Secretary, the man behind you, please stand up, sir. His name is Jim Brown from Troy, Missouri. He is a Navy combat veteran who served our country in the Gulf War. He's married to a woman named Donna, who came to our country legally from Ireland when she was 11 years old. She has lived here for 48 years. Because of you, Jim's wife Donna has been in prison for the last 4 months. She did not come here illegally, and she has never committed any crime other than writing 2 bad checks totaling $80 10 years ago. She is currently in prison and facing deportation. Ms. Noam, will you thank Mr. Brown for his service to our country?
Thank you, Mr. Brown, for your service to our country.
Now, what possible explanation can there be for locking up his wife for 4 months when she has committed no crime other than writing a couple of bad checks for $80?
Sir, it is not my prerogative, my latitude, or my job to pick and choose which laws in this country get enforced.
Broad discretion as a secretary.
You
can issue parole, you can do all kinds of things. Choosing not to. Will you commit, again, to just reviewing Don's case and reuniting this combat veteran with his beloved wife, who also loves this country?
I will review the case.
Then you had Congresswoman MacGyver cross-examining Kristi Noem, and then Kristi Noem just tried to yell and talk over her. Here, watch what took place. Let's play it.
To all of you, Secretary Noem, do you expect that using DHS resources to target members of Congress is an abuse of power?
Excuse me, would you say that?
You would have heard me if you stopped talking and listened to my questions. Do you agree that using DHS resources to target members of Congress is an abuse of power?
We are not doing that. We are out there enforcing the law, doing our work, and we are allowing over.
Of course, we're not going to get any answers with that. Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
The lady yields back. I now recognize the gentleman from the Oklahoma being keyed for 5 minutes.
Next, I'll show you Democratic Congressmember Dan Goldman cross-examining Kristi Noem, getting her to essentially admit that what she was doing by going after people who are going through the asylum process is patently unlawful. Here, play this clip.
To the 5 minutes. I'm sorry, but gentleman from New York is now recognized, Mr. Goldman, 35 minutes.
Secretary Noem, let's talk about the law. Do you agree that asylum is a lawful pathway to immigrate to this country? Yes or no?
There's an asylum program, yes.
All right, so immigrants then with ongoing asylum applications are legally in this country, correct?
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Your question was?
Immigrants with ongoing asylum applications are legally in this country.
There are individuals in this country that have applications that...
And they are legally here because it's a lawful pathway, right?
It's a lawful pathway.
Okay, so if your department then deports anyone with an ongoing asylum application, you are violating the law, correct?
Joe Biden left us with...
I'm not asking about Joe Biden. I'm asking you a specific question. If your department deports anyone with an ongoing asylum application, you are violating the law. Is that correct?
It was greatly violated when they allowed...
I'm asking you. I'm asking you.
Asylum application.
Why are you filibustering? Why can't you answer the question? It's a simple question.
Your president.
If your department
Your secretary.
deports anyone with an ongoing asylum application, you are violating the law. Is that correct? And what his answer is that yes, if you follow a lawful pathway, asylum is actually a asylum case, you are here what we are seeing around the country is that you are not following the law. Don't tell us to change the law. If you don't like the asylum system, you will change the asylum law. Bring it to us. We'll work with you. I think it needs to be changed. But you can't just decide that you're not going to follow the law. And asylum is a law, and deport people who have ongoing applications. Unfortunately, that is exactly what's happening. It's happening across the street from my office, right in New York City.
And then Christy Nome said, I gotta go, I'm out. I actually have other commitments to be at, so I'm gonna have to leave this hearing a little bit early. Here, play this clip.
Dollars immediately, and we're responding daily to our people. We have to actually leave this hearing early because the FEMA Review Council is giving their report today on suggestions for changes to FEMA.
I
have to co-chair it, but I will be leaving soon to have to go do that. But those...
Here she was on the way out. Let's play it.
Recognize the gentlelady from Texas, Ms. Johnson. 5 minutes of questions.
I'm just going to take the position she's scared of my questions. Mr. Chairman, if we could stop the clock.
Oh, yes, let's
suspend. We could reset the time.
We'll reset the clock.
Gentlelady, American.
Okay. Thank you.
Is recognized.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
You hear that? That's the sound of my new holiday tradition. I've got the holiday Olipop can right here. Yep, the one with the Yetis on it and lemon soda that actually they biome will fit. Whole Foods, Kroger, 8 cans. Go to drinkolipop.com/Midas. That's drinkolipop.com/Midas. drinkolipop.com/MEIDAS.
There's another hearing taking place. So once I was able to stop watching the Christy Nome hearing because that was done, I then tuned in to see Benny Thompson cross-examining one of Donald Trump's FBI goons about Antifa, because the MAGA Republicans in this other House of Representatives hearing were saying the biggest terrorist threat is Antifa. So Benny Thompson, Congressman Thompson, Democrat, he had the best line of questioning. He's like, all right, where's Antifa located? Where's their headquarters? How many people are part of it? You're the head of the FBI as relates to Antifa. Tell us, and watch this guy crumble under Thompson's cross-examination. Play this clip.
Executive Board of the Terrorist Organization, Antifa. That's our concern right now.
All right, that's what President Trump did. What did the FBI say?
Share the same view. When you look at the data right now, we look at the domestic terrorist threat that we're facing. Right now, what I see from my position
over there
is that's the most immediate violent threat that we're facing on the domestic side.
So where is Antifa headquarters?
I've been seeing. Well, there's only one.
What we're doing right now with the organization.
Where in the United States does Antifa
Now it's my turn.
exist?
Darkness, wait!
If it's a terrorist organization and you've identified it as number one.
We're building out the infrastructure right now.
Here goes.
So what does that mean?
Stun beat blow.
I'm just... We're trying to get the information. You said Antifa
Symphony number 1.
is a terrorist organization. Tell us as a committee, how did you come to that? Where do they exist? How many members do they have in the United States as of right now?
It's very fluid. It's ongoing for us to understand that. The same, no different than Al Qaeda and ISIS.
No, I don't want you to ask one question, sir. I just want you to tell us. If you said Antifa is the number one domestic terrorist organization operating in the United States, I just need to know where they are, how many people. I don't want a name. I don't want anything like that. Just how many people have you identified with the FBI that Antifa has linked?
The investigations are active.
Darkness, wait!
So you would come to this committee and say something you can't prove. I know. I knew you couldn't do that.
Here goes. Stun beat
What you
blow.
did.
Oh yeah, I want to show you one other point to that Christie hearing, the cross-examination. So you had Congresswoman Ramirez realized that Christie Nome was just going to lie the whole time. So she just made this incredible kind of compilation to show that Christie Nome is a pathetic little liar. Watch this. Here, play this clip.
Article by ProPublica from October 16, 2025, entitled, "We found that more than 170 U.S. citizens have been held by immigration agents. They've been killed." There's nothing smiling about U.S. citizens. I'm sorry. Let me continue. They've been kicked, dragged, and detained for days. The next one.
Now.
The Trump administration has specifically targeted the worst of the worst. The individuals that we were going after are those that are violent criminals, those that are breaking our laws.
Now.
Secretary Null, again, you lied to the American people. I will be including into the record an article by the NBC News from December 7, 2025, entitled, "ICE has arrested nearly 75,000 people with no criminal records." Data shows.
Good.
Full equal branch of government, and it's your obligation as a member of the executive branch to honor decisions made by the highest court of the land. Yes or no, Secretary?
We are abiding by all federal judges' orders. Absolute Justice Department said that when the administration was ordered back in March to stop sending detained migrants to a mega prison in El Salvador, you personally made the final call to continue the flights anyway. Is that correct?
The decisions that have made on deportations, where flights go and when they go, are my decision at the Department of Homeland Security, and we'll continue to do the right thing, continue to work and do protective things, no matter what radical judge comes out and tries to stop us.
You lied on the record. You lied to members of this committee. You violated court orders by not turning around deportation flights bound for El Salvador, where we know that hundreds of people under your leadership have reported that they were raped, they were beaten, they nearly died. And your agents used chemical weapons in Chicago despite court orders from District Court Judge Ellis forbidding their use. Secretary Null, you, Gregory Bavino, and your ICPP and DHS deputized agents have waged unaccountable, unlawful, unconstitutional war against communities across the nation.
This other moment too, where you had another Democratic congressman say, "Look, you're not following federal court orders. We all know that to be the case." Here, let's play this.
Donald Trump said that your ICE agents haven't gone far enough. Do you think terrorizing American citizens and assaulting peaceful protesters isn't far enough?
Congressman, the Department of Homeland Security and this administration complies with all federal court orders. We always have, and we always
not true.
And we will continue to appeal. And sir, I will even tell you that at the highest court, at the Supreme Court, the Department of Homeland Security in our litigation has an over 90% success rate in winning at the highest court in our battle against activist judges across this country. Continue to appeal, and then when it gets to the highest court and we get a decision, it is proven that we've been compliant. I will also say, do you want me to answer questions or not?
I do, but let me, you haven't been telling us the truth.
I leave the
There have
sanctuary
been
to
at
you.
least 170 known cases of citizens being arrested or detained by federal immigration agents this year alone. This is the truth. Are you lying to the American people right now by denying these reports?
We are doing our targeted enforcement operations against criminal illegal aliens. Individuals that are in that area may be detained until we verify who they are, and then they are released. This has been done for years, and every single law enforcement operation that has always happened, we follow the same protocols, and we continue to do that. We have never once detained or deported an American citizen. We have not held them and charged them. When we find out or verify their identity, then that is when they are released. You also...
And then I'll remind you all that I did a video on it this morning that Kristi Noem, she may be too busy to remain in Congress, but not too busy for the Department of Homeland Security to make videos, more torture videos showing Border Patrol agents and ICE attacking migrants. And they go cuffing season. And then they made another one, obviously, with Sabrina Carpenter's music. And Sabrina Carpenter called them out and said, "Don't you dare steal my music and use it to attack migrants." And then the Trump regime attacked Sabrina Carpenter, the pop star. And then Sabrina Carpenter got like 138 million views to her post. So the Trump regime took it down because they were humiliated by a pop star. Remember that? Oh, and then Governor Newsom posted his own video of cuffing season, which was a video of Donald Trump and Exif and Stephen Miller getting handcuffed and thrown into prison for being war criminals and their crimes against humanity. Great work to all of the Congress members we highlighted, but especially Congress member Magaziner. That was brilliant.
This is Liminal Land. It's a recent analog horror series about an amusement park located in Lake Valley, New Mexico, with anomalous properties. The park was designed to push the boundaries of what immersive entertainment is, with experimental coasters and rides, a multi-level underground water park, and a massive sprawling underground suburbia. Liminal Land became the biggest destination for families across the 80s. But of course, not everything is always as it seems. Even though it is still brand new, Liminal Land is one of the most intriguing new analog horror series to hit the internet in recent years. Created by YouTubers Nexpo and Nick Crawley, it tells a story in a hyper-creative way, bridging multiple forms of media and internet horror, from analog to alternative reality and even liminal spaces. The story of Liminal Land is told to us 34 years after its closure, following some terrible incident unknown to us that took place in 1989. The park was shut down suddenly and indefinitely, and it is told through archived videotapes, old classified documents, and photographs, recovered by the Liminal Land Archival Committee, a mysterious entity was in the works of retrieving and archiving the history of the park. Through their main website, visit liminalland.net. And with everything that is given to us here, the story of Liminal Land begins to unfold. One of the first things we are introduced to on the site are Liminal Land's famous attractions that brought people in from all over the states. The Hall of Walls, a strangely familiar location and Liminal Land's signature maze experience. The revered Paradise Playrooms, a vast playhouse served for children to get lost in. Subliminal Land, an underground water park. The Laugh Track, a ride that invokes uncontrolled laughter during its run. Centrifuge, rumored to hold up to 100 riders at a time. The Skyliner, Liminal Land's reverse freefall. Chrysanthemum, Liminal Land's signature spinner. Serpentine, a snake-like towering coaster with extreme peaks, drops, and loops. The Funhouse, a clown maze experience of sorts to get lost in. And Invader Cave, Liminal Land's transit system connecting various areas of the park. We also see that besides its many attractions, Liminal Land was far more than just an amusement park, because it had full accommodations for its customers to stay within Liminal Land for however long they needed to. Through their home project, or the holistic and opportune mutual experience, a sprawling underground suburbia located right underneath the park, built to house incoming park visitors and act as Liminal Land's only in-park hotel offered to guests, many of whom felt overwhelmingly comfortable while inside due to its illusory nature. Quick family vacations often turned into extended and even permanent stays, and for many, Liminal Land Park had definitely become home. At its peak, home contained around 10,000 concurrent operational rooms, spread out over a handful of square miles underground. In fact, home was so successful that Charon, Liminal Land's parent company, began selling units within home in 1981, fulfilling their goal of keeping their guests on park grounds for as long as humanly possible. We then are given a map of the Lake Valley, where we see the area size of Liminal Land Park and the true size of home, which expands far beyond the map area, which obviously seems like something that would be too large and too expansive to be built by anyone. Located under home is Subliminal Land, one of the major attractions of Liminal Land, and similar to home, it too is a vastly expansive complex of pool rooms. On its advertisement flyer, it reads, "Home new world underneath your feet." 3 years after Liminal Land changed the face of Lake Valley, Charon Corporation has emerged with yet a blue project bound to fascinate visitors. A multi-thousand square foot underground complex spanning 36 floors vertically downwards is now available to explore completely at your leisure.
Are you okay?
Subliminal Land is considered to be just as big, if not bigger, than home. In fact, it is hinted at that not even the park itself knows the limits of these infinite underground complexes. Subliminal Land carries rooms within rooms of irregular pools with unique shapes and architecture. Each room is seemingly connected to every other one on each floor. Visitors are recommended to venture deeper into Subliminal Land by venturing into its maze-like structure, utilizing a system of water slides to travel between the 36 floors. As the deeper you go, the less crowds you encounter. Floor B10 and beyond are nearly empty due to sheer size. Not just that, but the entire indoor structure is completely and naturally formed by a quote, the remnants of Lake Valley's dormant test sites, given the city's rich history and diligence in investing in energy infrastructure. Lake Valley Observations has created the prior complex to benefit Charon's vision of bringing humanity the most unique theme park experience in the world today. Lake Valley Observations. Interesting name. Liminal Land's other somewhat similar maze-like attraction is their Hall of Walls. In a 1978 summer pamphlet, it reads, The staple of the clan is back for the summer season with a brand new look. The freshly painted gray walls blend together more than ever in what the Lake Valley Times calls the most immersive escape room Magnus ever built. Featuring its signature 82,000 square foot mega structure, the Hall of Walls offers an experience like no other, where guests can lose themselves every time. Okay, so from the get-go, and just by reading some attractions and features of the park, we can already see that something quite unusual is taking place here. It seems like Liminal Land was built by the Sharon Corporation and it had a strategic location.
Get ready!
Now.
Crystal Flash! Dual Swallow Reversal!
Stun Beat Blow!
It's time to do my part. Symphony number 3, Cannon!
Yes!
Here I go! Sunshine Beam!
Crystal Flash! Dual Swallow Reversal!
This is an endurance contest now. Maybe?
Now it's my turn. Darkness, wait!
Damage taken away. The main energy sector of Lake Valley the actions they have against them. Venturing this world most effective.
Please.
Here goes! Stun Beat Blow!
Take this!
Crystal Flash! Dual Swallow Reversal!
I'm counting on you!
It's time! Needle Spray!
Have fun!
Here goes! Stun Beat Blow!
It's time to do my part. Symphony number 1, Polyphony!
Yes! Yes! Here I go! Double Scissor Claw! Crystal Splash!
Please.
Dual Swallow Reversal!
Please.
Stun beam blow!
Symphony number 1. Eliminate!
Yes! Double Scissor Claw!
Please.
She was killed.
Sticker blade!
Crystal Splash!
I'm counting on you.
Everything right.
Launching cross arc.
It's an illustration of her physical structure. Half of her body was broken.
Here goes! Stun beam
White
blow!
Valley Police refuses to elaborate on their findings from the crime
Time to
scene.
do my part. Symphony number 2. Aria!
48. Maria visited Winterland alone.
Double Scissor Claw!
Maria allegedly moved the wheel from meeting a physical anomaly. That day, however, an anomaly reportedly close.
Crystal Splash!
Now it's my turn. Darkness, wait!
Here goes! Stun beam blow!
It's time to do my part. Symphony number 1. Polyphony!
Yes!
Sticker blade! Sunshine beam!
Here I go! Crystal Splash!
It appears that this enigmatic find possesses
Now it's my turn. Darkness, wait!
The first individual in Rick abandoned his family to get on the run. The center himself discarded her entire first grade class to get on the run. and even though the ride was underway, this did not stop the third victim, Maria. After a prolonged ride to a failure to stop, her deformity is severely worse than any other. Whatever this anomaly is, it has an effect on its users, distorting their faces into permanent slots, discarding their bodies. Outside of this video, no mentions of this anomalous ride is ever found on the website.
Symphony number 2!
But the third video is a shout-out to training video course for its new employees. Specifically, a training video for those working with television. The video goes on to explain what it is and what it is used for. The video then goes through a training exercise where employees are meant to here are all the windows and doors, which are meant to be blocked off to not cause premature leaving for guests. We then see a case study of found footage tape that serves as an example in showcasing how the proper containment measures lead to anomalous occurrences for home residents. The found footage follows an anonymous person who may either be a resident, home, or an employee, including with proper containment. They find themselves outside of the area under Sharon control.
Now it's my turn. Darkness, away!
Making their way and emerging on the other side. They keep on exploring these hallways until they come across a lobby with bright red lights coming up. Once they step closer, they hear this.
My thanks.
It's time to do my part. Symphony number 1. Polyphony!
Here I go! Sticker blade!
After being spooked, our cameraman starts running, going deeper into the unknown areas of home and emerging into a bathroom finally succumbing into a mysterious end somewhere in the
darkness.
Interestingly enough, a letter can be found within the archives about this exact situation. The letter is titled The Seal. I'm having trouble figuring out how to approach Dr. S about this, but this is getting seriously out of hand. We cannot keep guys on payroll for longer than a few weeks before they walk off. I'm not sure if it's a pay discrepancy or what, but this is seriously beginning to affect our bottom line. Home is a fucking mess. It's become a colossal shit ever since Dr. S said let's say all this man cares about is money, 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 and the residents don't care. They send their rooms and feel like shit. Their trash is everywhere and it stinks. How am I supposed to know decent talent if their first day on the job is to clean up the mess the last team abandoned? Either you shut those sections of the way to get more people in here fast. I can't keep pulling these overnights. Not like this, especially with me bad. I haven't told anyone, but 2 nights ago I heard something down the hallway inside Sable. I'm not sure if it was because I was out for 22 hours straight, again, but it sounded so fucking real. It was again to each other's sweet, driven, sweet, followed by what I could find this rhyme as a... I know it sounds ridiculous. Underground, but dear God, it has left my mind. We need more guys. I'm tired, and if things don't change, I'll be off just like the others. Because
it's time to do my part. Symphony number 3, Cannon!
Love Zone B and C are extremely disturbing sounds and screams.
Very nice.
The third investigation date is found within the archive. This one is for Bobby's friend.
Thank goodness.
Sirenmon.
I can't hear the World Tree's voice. Even though we drove the...
Did the Titans suck all the power?
All of it? But that's a... The World Tree?
Hey!
Bacchusman.
Well, it's an emergency, isn't it?
Is standing around drunk any better?
How impudent of those titans. They alter the flow.
The current is the path along which the energy emitted by the World Tree is...
I don't know how they did it, but they disrupted the One thing I do know, it seems they mixed in some strengths.
I see. So earlier they weren't extracting anything, but rather injecting it with something instead. Whatever the case, this is bad. Let's reassess the situation.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't you just say it was no...
Please forgive Bacchusman. It wasn't always... It seems the drinking started when the pressure of protecting the World Tree became too... And now, the drink... The pressure just goes to show how important the World Tree...
I wouldn't want to imagine a world without that.
Hey, Sirenmon. Gather all the able-bodied young folk in the village. We're going into...
Are you alright?
I'm sober. Totally. You folk, I've got a small favor to ask. A message for Junomon. The World Tree has been attacked. It's a shame, but the days of peace are over. Unless we meet this attack...
War? Got it. We'll relay the message to Ju...
I was so excited. But then, Mommy made me sick. Mommy take me in this... And in reward for this. Mommy looked. Mommy said she was looking for a friend. Hold me. It's okay. This time was a mommy's friend. Mommy's friend.
He's not young. And there was something. Alright, I gotta make you some dinner.
And inside home, and the sound in Seabook. Interestingly enough, on the Visit Liminal Land site, there's one section of the homepage that is password protected. The section is called Intervention. Currently the password has been changed and it is unknown, but before there was a password that did work. If you typed Rite of Passage, you get this screen with this single picture. If you don't know what this entity is, this is known as Moloch, a bloodthirsty deity from the Hebrew Bible, which was worshipped in ancient times by child sacrifice. Just what does an ancient pagan god have to do with Liminal Land? Come to look into it a bit further. The Minotaur, another bull-headed, half-man, half-beast myth from antiquity, who also has a taste for human flesh, and more specifically, was believed to live in a labyrinth within the island of Crete. An elaborate and complex maze specifically designed by the mythical architect Daedalus. The labyrinth was designed to be nearly impossible to navigate, with restricted corridors, dead ends, and hidden passages. Its purpose was to find and trap anyone who entered it, including of course the Minotaur itself, making it extremely challenging. It was a puzzle intended to keep the Minotaur isolated and prevent its escape. According to the map, the labyrinth was an architectural wonder, incorporating intricate designs and complex architecture. Some descriptions suggest that it had high walls, while others portray it as an underground base. The labyrinth was said to be vast, with multiple levels and chambers, creating a sense of disorientation and confusion for those who entered it. Sounds extremely familiar with what we're dealing with under liminal land. An infinite labyrinth of multiple levels. Then lives a horned entity, feeds on child sacrifice and human flesh, making a sound it seem loud. Sounds of humans being sacrificed is demonic theater. This also raises questions about what the hell is this your power and send people only to whatever hellscape is feeding its what if the number that may be eating that comes out of this hub is coming straight out of hell itself? What if the way to keep this hub going is by extending straight over to the sacrifices? What if infinite motivations after the sunrise use this never-ending source of energy to power Lake Valley and house their employees in this labyrinth? And now, thanks to Liminal Land, the labyrinth always has enough people wandering around, getting lost, and being drawn to this hub to keep it going on forever. The same way Sophia Munoz was drawn to save Bob and gave away her daughter as sacrifice. I suspect that whatever happened in 1989 to cause the world to shut down had something to do with this. Undecided sense. Unfortunately, on May 20th, 1989, Liminal Land's day of reckoning had come. That night, the park was rapidly and indefinitely shut down, with no concrete reason ever being given. The remains of those present on that fateful night are rumored to remain exactly where they were last seen. Although nobody really knows for sure, theme park preservation is
For the part of Wilson in Castaway.
Wait. The raving ant. You did it!
That's because you're licking a man.
All four of them, so come on. This is a quick fun game in which each performer has to come up with as many examples as possible of clips from the world's worst cop show. Enjoy.
I'm whistle cops. Stop, I'm all dudes. Let me whip out my chalk. Defendant, please rise. Boy, that last curve was home. Police officer in my day. And almost sad.
That way!
Darkness, wait!
Man, can you pick out the man that robbed you?
Preparations complete.
Have some fucked up shit.
Here goes! Stun beat blow!
Oh, no, that's fucked up, right?
Here I come! Sticker blade!
Johnson, the last time. That's not what we mean by a beat cop.
Launching cross arc!
Good. See, we outlined where we found the body. Should I start? Sure.
There!
You pick up the man. On your chunk size, that's how many points you get. Count amongst yourself. It's time to play a game as the title. This is for all four.
beat blow!
That they possibly can of the world's worst relative. Take it away.
Sticker blade!
Haven't seen your father.
Poison ivy!
Crystal Splash!
Sweet guy, you know you're taking a shower? Yeah.
Darkness wait!
This can't be.
Do it!
I got an insight. You're not going.
Darkness wait!
Tim Sky.
Big enough now? I think it's time you got
Here
up
goes.
the stairs.
Stun beat blow!
I'm counting on you!
Needle spray!
And there's apple pies ready, baby. Oh, okay.
Poison ivy!
Ready to launch! Launching cross arc!
They're gonna laugh at that because I actually do that shit by chance.
It's called World's Worst. This is Raw 4 for 4. This is a quick fire game in which each performer has to come up with as many examples as possible of the worst things to say in a
Crystal Splash!
I did this to my parents. Who I will be killing later. I'd like to thank the Academy for their amazing love of diversity.
I'm counting on you!
Better get ready.
Dual swallow alert!
Thank you. I don't want to thank any decent.
Stun beat blow!
There's so many people I'd like to thank.
Needle spray!
Scoutmaster, thank you guys. It's actually one of the tall crews. It's weird because everything was all
Here goes! Stun beat blow!
I want to thank you for awarding church and place no more. Sharon couldn't be here today, so I'll be accepting this over man. Shit. So. Get changed.
Shake like a naked man.
Oh.
It's Raw 4 for 4. Each performer has come up with as many examples as possible of the world's worst news anchor or reporter. Whenever
Are you
you're ready,
okay?
gentlemen, take it away.
Here goes! Stun beat blow!
There you go. Oh, I know you hear me.
fancy. Putting on this
That's absolutely.
It's time! Needle spray!
No traffic in Los Angeles is at
Launching crosshair!
together for the erection of the statue.
And apparently the brothers fell 50 feet from the tightrope. Now for our black audience. Them brothers be tripping, y'all.
Here goes. Stun beat blow.
All we want is for someone to give little Captain Pepper here a forever home, or else he may go away and never ever get out.
Real paper.
This can't be.
Steals.
Yeah.
As you can see, we've got some heavy rain clouds heading over the Pomona area, which is where my ex-wife lives. It's going to get wet. This just in from our sister station. The bitch gonna get wet.
You be talking about stuff that actually happened.
So I've heard where word news comes from. North, east, west, and south.
Oh, that's not us.
Yes, he does.
Could have been 60 bucks sweat.
All worst. These are all four of our performers, so gentlemen, come on down.
You got it.
You're here, and this is a quick fire game in which each performer has to come up with as many examples as they possibly can of the world's worst commercial. Take it away.
Do you find yourself smelling too good or being too clean? Try this. Shit.
Sorry for the trouble.
Forget it. Biodegradable. It's nature's chocolate.
Dual swallow reversal.
Why spend so much money on pills that may have serious side effects for your erectile dysfunction? Popsicle sticks and some duct tape.
Good.
Believe it or not, I used to be fat. Want people to know more about you? Come on down to Target.
Do it.
Are you?
Now it's my
Are
turn.
you?
Darkness, wait!
I am. Having trouble coming up with that next great screenplay? Come to the Shia LaBeouf Writing School. Come down to my school of self-chiropractic.
There!
Wait for kill himself. There's 50 ways to ride because you're tall.
Now it's my turn. Darkness, wait!
Here goes. Stun beat blow.
Ready to launch.
Better get ready. Dual swallow reversal.
Operation completed.
Crystal Flash!
Good.
Great! You got it! Here we go! Ready to go!
Normally, tons like to be with you this way. I like to go.
Darkness, wait!
Very due for surgery.
Here goes! Stun beat blow!
Much appreciated. You got it! Preparations complete! Darkness, wait!
Here goes! Stun beat blow!
If it's not, all that's left to do is sew me up.
Better get ready. Dual swallow reversal.
Capital of Washington. Capital of darkness.
You got it! You got it! Ready to launch! Darkness, wait!
Yeah, this one's sticking out a little much.
Stun beat blow!
Alright, everybody's ready. Nice try.
Dual swallow reversal.
And Mr. Card.
Crystal Flash. This can't be.
Quiet, I get the light off.
Now it's my turn! Darkness, wait!
Most of those things are serious.
I brought the lines.
Go!
Can't be.
Heck yeah!
Lay down, this is only our second time around here.
Do it! Darkness, wait!
Here goes! Stun beat blow! Heck yeah!
That's back. That's $2. Hope you'll mind about
There.
this. I hope you're much better.
There!
Just
wanted to say we had a great time, didn't we? Make sure I did.
There!
Thanks for advising me. Now, check it out.
Heck yeah!
One ship, right? First person to be shredded on a zip tile. Hi, Elmore, you're here.
Now it's my turn. Darkness, wait!
Why are you
Here goes! Stun beam blow! Heck yeah!
I'm sorry. You got it.
Now it's my turn. Darkness, wait!
Ha! Stun beam blow! Heck yeah!
You got it. You got it. Do it. You got it. Do it. Preparations complete. There! That way! Ready to go!
Stun beam blow!
Dual swallow reverse!
There! Ready to go!
Stun beam blow!
Better get ready. Dual swallow reversal!
Crystal Cloud! Good. Well done. You got it. Ready to go. Top. Princess.
Here I go.
How fun.
Good.
There! Preparations complete.
Darkness, wait! Okay.
Roger that.
Something at speed that makes this
Now it's my turn. Darkness, wait!
Dogs have prostates too.
Okay.
See, here's the
No.
How fun.
Let's go.
Good.
How would you like to be an exotic dancer?
Wow.
Hello, and welcome to Drinking for Professionals.
Do it. Preparations complete.
Put your foot onto the stand. Keep yourself up on it.
All right.
Hi, Styles. Welcome to my love-making secrets team. Do you get off the minute? Why don't you?
It's time! Needle spray!
Oh, it's supposed to be.
All right. Here goes. Stun beat blow.
Crystal flow.
Hi, Scouts. Welcome to Anyone Can Masturbate.
Oh!
Come up with examples of the world's worst what? Right? Neighbor. Example of the world's worst neighbor.
I need to borrow a shovel and a beauty thing tonight.
Hi-yo, Tim. Here's $100. Do a hoedown. Hey, do you always laying out naked? I got a new stereo. You like Michael Bolton?
There.
Do you have any plutonium?
That one. Preparations complete.
I just said it was my neighbor's too. Isn't he beautiful?
Darkness, wait.
Lollipop league.
That's it, I would, yo.
I think you hit a point job on the nuts near fence.
Shit.
I saw you working out. See how athletic you really are. There's a kid. I'm a champion protester. Chester. In your cable, would you mind changing it to channel 8? Examples of the world's worst priest or rabbi. Let's study on how to treat it. What exactly is a light pitch? It's our own generalization of lucky to go. Even sense of that. I understand this. Let the threat with peace. Wait.
Ready to launch.
Well, say 10 Hail Marys and the Gilligan's Island theme.
Darkness,
Go!
In nomine Patri, et Spiritus Sancto, but exneon et insane.
Stun beat blow.
Crystal Flow!
It's time! Needle spray! Now it's my turn! Darkness, wait!
Today I'll be delivering the sermon as John Wayne. The beginning.
I'm sorry.
Hello, my plot.
You got it. Preparations complete.
Darkness, wait!
Glare. Here I go. Crystal Fire! I'm counting on you.
Dual swallow reversal!
Not only am I a member, I'm
Much appreciated. I'm sorry. Everyone! You got it! Ready to launch!
I'd never be able to find myself if it weren't for this. Reject.
Yeah! Stunning blow!
Is your penis small?
Better get ready. Dual swallow reversal!
Poison ivy!
Take this!
Right now you're beautiful. Dialect?
Good.
Colin Mockery's Guide to Dialects and Different
That one!
Greedy surfboard. Big enough to sit on.
Now it's my turn! Darkness, wait! Okay.
What's worse, that guy? I should love you.
Yeah!
You're nuts.
Poison ivy!
Yes, why don't you start with your child? Paranoid. No, let me just scan. I was just gonna tell him. Oh, please continue. It's definitely. Oh. Do you have any paper?
Please sit down.
Penis envy? Look at this. Come up with as many examples as we can of the world's worst what? Wayne?
World's worst person to share an office with.
Ain't working. Ain't working. Hi, how you doing? Lido! Anyone for a investigation? Hi, how you doing? Thanks. John, I see dead people.
Listen, honey, I don't want to have a fight at work, all right? My office mate's right here. I mean,
Okay, there's blood on my stool.
the world's worst thing to say or do during or after making love.
Aren't you check?
Dude, that was great.
Oh, where'd you go?
Oh, it was great. Did you ever think about that chest hair removal thing?
That was good. You're still gonna have to sign for your package.
Yeah, it was great. Why don't you email me tomorrow?
Oh, this is
You know, I'd give you 1,000 points, but the points don't matter.
Come up with as many examples as we can of the world's worst what, Wayne?
Thing to say or do on your first day in prison. Good luck.
First day in prison. In the shower.
What are you looking at, goof?
Who wants to hear security guard? Just the golden hairs and just me. Yes, I'll have the coca van with potatoes au gratin and a Chardonnay, I think, this evening. So, perfect. Get your own lifting, you weightlifting brute. Excuse me. There's a whole lot of blood next to the outside. No, Duke, I'm not familiar with the term biatch. My aunt sent me some butter.
Someone got the fugitive. Or you.
I gotta sleep with you, got a cigarette around.
The world's worst person to be leader of the world in a crisis.
Does this shirt make me look kind of boxy? Every one of those missiles launch their missiles. The world will be gone in about 30 minutes. The doses of low-grade taxes.
The energy source of the digital world. That's basic, perhaps. There has to be.
We're having a crisis today. Can you say crisis?
Are you here to see us?
No, that's not it! We just got word in the village!
That's...
We are so screwed.
Don't worry, everything's under control. Okay, the King of Swords.
We must unite as one.
Hey, I guess I get some babies.
All we have to do is
Michael Bolton's going with us. Yes, you've got two extra
World's worst person to be married to.
Next President Bill Clinton. Can you just shave it up to the shoulders?
I'm so happy we're married, sis.
I like you, big friend.
Well, another day of helping horses mate. I think I look better screwed than you do. Since they have orgasms 6 inches.
Great.
Taking a bath.
That's some bullshit out there.
As many examples as we can. The worst what? Say,
Hitchhikers to give a ride to. World first. Hitchhikers to give a ride to.
Okay.
There!
I ride it on burrito.
I'm done.
Darkness, wait!
This is nowhere near Neptune.
Here goes! Stun beat blow!
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that was really good for me.
Dual swallow reversal! Crystal Slash! Good. Good. Wow.
The armed forces.
Sorry, Gary. Sorry, Fred. Sorry, Gary. To fire gun.
Your weapons are useless against me?
What, sir? Oh.
I just received this intelligence in from the front. Does the Colonel think I'm cute?
What's the color of your nose?
What's the color?
Sidestep, 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 sidestep.
Darkness, wait! Stun beat blow!
That was fun of a game. One of my favorite games, actually, called Scenes from a Hat. Small porters. Before the show, we asked the audience to write down suggestions for scenes, and we take the good ones that we like, put them in a hat, and see how many our performers can act out. Starting with things your mom says or does that make you think she used to be a stripper. Here's your roast beef, honey. Oh, Mama's gonna pop. Conversation topics that will derail a dinner party.
So, anyway, it was coming out of everywhere.
The first time you taste human flesh, it's a little sickening.
Well, we are not going to have any more problems with that Henderson dog, are we?
Things bald men are sick of hearing.
We need your head to bounce a laser off of to communicate with us. You're my only friend on this island.
Now it's my turn. Darkness, wait!
Sunbeam blow!
Better get ready. Dual swallow reversal.
Ready to launch.
Get ready. Dark side quake. Crystal fire.
Launching crossover. Darkness, wait! Here goes! Sunbeam blow!
Better get ready. Dual swallow reversal.
Like butter.
Dark side quake. Crystal fire. Good.
Just use your imagination.
I hope you don't mind sanity everything.
I'd like to ask you out. All I need is a little truth.
There.
I'm just one
There.
flame looking for another.
You got it.
I'll be the best bait you ever had. And that's no crock.
But I've been trapped on a desert island for the last 7 years with a movie star and a professor, and I need it.
I'd like to take you out for a few drinks, but I'm not here. I am predicting a lot of booty
Blow!
Come on, I'm horny.
Dual swallow reversal.
They call me Black Angus. Things in the future, friends. I know. I've got crystal ball.
There. Do it. You got it.
My butler like Trojan.
Now it's my turn. Darkness, wait!
Okay, this game goes back and forth really quick, and they have to use as many hats as they can in the box, come up with as many examples as possible of the world's worst dating service video. Start with Colin and Ryan, anytime you're ready.
Better get ready. Dual swallow reversal. Here I go. Crystal Sky. Good.
It's just my hat. Boyfriend gave me herpes. That's me.